Have you ever thought about what the first cocktail was?
No, I haven't actually. Until we decided to make this episode.
The cocktails had a long history of false starts, but it didn't quite become as popular as what we know it is today until the mid-19th century, so let's start from the very beginning.
It's important to remember that around the time of exploration, scurvy was a huge problem. And it was only until 1923 that it was discovered that a lack of vitamin C was the problem.
So in 1665, when the British Royal Navy took Jamaica and much of the Caribbean, where rum had been a speciality for a long time, they issued it as a daily ration for their sailors, which would stay in place until 1970. But this became a little problematic. For one, sailors would save up all of their rum, have it all at once and become rowdy. And two, it didn't do a damn thing for scurvy. To combat this, in 1740, Vice Admiral Edward Vernon replaced straight rum with grog, watered down rum. This settled down the sailors, but again, it didn't do a damn thing for scurvy. It took the British Navy 16 years to issue rations of strained lemon juice in a final attempt to cure the illness. The general method of preserving things in navies at the time was boiling the substance, then storing it in a wooden barrel, heating it, then oxidising it. But what they didn't know is that the remedy for this was discovered all the way back in 1597 by Sir Hugh Platt, who found out that you could preserve the vitamin C by covering it in oil. Well, that was completely forgotten for 200 years until James Lind rediscovered it in 1778. So 10 years later, these two fellas find out that you can do it with alcohol as well. So the Royal Navy issued that the lemon ration be taken in with the rum.
And scurvy was cured by the Royal Navy. But it wasn't until Parliament's Merchant Shipping Act in 1867 that sugar was introduced to the mix.
So that's lime, water, rum and sugar. That's a cocktail, right?
But here's the thing. The first cocktail was actually produced by British sailors almost 300 years earlier.
You see, in 1598, Sir Richard Draque, cousin of Sir Francis Drake, was sacking Spanish colonies on Cuba when his crew of 29 ships were suddenly taken ill by scurvy.
And dysentery to make matters worse.
So they hid from the Spanish on the island and a small boarding party went ashore to ask for medicinal ingredients. They came back with aguardiente de caña, crude form of rum, lime, sugarcane juice and mint. So there you have it, the date of the very first cocktail made by Britain Cuba. Richard Drake named it after what the Spanish called his cousin Francis, El Draque.
That stinks, mate.
For El Draque, all you need is rum, preferably white, but we're using dark, mint, lime, sugar and sparkling water. First, slice up a handful of mint leaves. Next, cut up small chunks of the lime. Now the irony about using limes is the fact that, well, they wanted it to cure scurvy with, but they didn't know that limes have 50% less amount of vitamin C, which is cure scurvy, than lemons. Put the mint and the lime in a cocktail shaker, followed up by 2 shots of rum. And fill with sparkling water. I'll give that thing a good shake. Pour after a minute of mixing and take care to include all the ingredients in each drink. Should we get drunk every episode?
No. Second thoughts. I think we should.
Yeah. It's good. Not too rummy, but you can see how it becomes a mojito. What else is different in a mojito? I don't actually know.
You had a little bit of sugar on the top, but
Not too.
I love it.
Now it's bloody easy, so why wouldn't you make it again?
I love my drink.
I'm gonna have to finish this for you.